Okay? Hi, my name is Brenda Lombardi, and this is a taping for the approval of the peer pressure skit. Okay, what a great example of self-control. And now we are going to see how our parents are going to come up and demonstrate how hard it can be to keep flexing your self-control muscle when you're under pressure from your friends. So I have some parents here who have volunteered. We only have two, we're supposed to have four, but we're just going to improv here. This is Muscle Mike, he is the captain of the football team, and Handsome Hank, he's the star scorer of the basketball team, and we have gorgeous Gloria here. She is the captain of the cheerleading team. And we have Sweet Sally, who is the victorious good student. Are you on honor roll? Did you say you're on honor roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to let them do their skit.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing, Gloria? Hey, we're going to a party. We want you to come with us, man.
Come, that guy you like is gonna be there. And he really likes you, he wants you to come.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, no, you gotta come. They're gonna have a cake. They're buying a big cake for us. We're all
No
gonna
adults.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I really probably shouldn't, guys. I mean,
Oh,
parents
come
don't
on.
wonder.
Oh, your parents are never gonna know about it, man. We're not gonna tell them anything.
You can have them call my mom, because my mom thinks that we're going to her house.
We got it all set up. We got it all set up. Oh, come on.
Okay, if you're sure, okay.
All right, great.
All right, thank you, parents. You can sit down now. Sweet Sally, I'll call you back later. Okay, so I want to ask you a few questions about this. This is, a situation that I'm sure that your kids are going to be teens that you are going to be in a peer pressure situation that you are going to have to find yourself some good strategies. So I want to know, what did the gorgeous Gloria and the other gorgeous Gloria, what did they say to Sally to convince her to go? What were they saying? Yeah, they were trying to coax her. They were convincing her. They were telling her that there was going to be a keg, and she was pretty unsure about that. And what did Sally say to resist? She just kept on saying no, right? Well, no, because of my parents. She really didn't give any reasons, did she? Now, we know that this is negative peer pressure. Did you see any positive peer pressure in that? I don't think so. Can you guys give me some examples of positive peer pressure? What are some examples of positive peer pressure? How about, that you have to study for a test, or I have to watch my brother, or how about coming with me to a Jesus Jam youth ministry meeting? Ideas like that, those are great. Now, can you experience peer pressure at any age? Absolutely. Parents, do you experience peer pressure? We certainly do. What kind of negative peer pressure, parents, do you experience? As a parent, I'll be the first to admit, video games. I felt like we were the last people on our block to actually buy video games. I almost felt pressured that I had to buy video games for my sons. How about those iPods? Every child has an iPod now. Do you feel pressure with all this technology? It's crazy. But what about positive peer pressure, parents? Don't we have positive peer pressure in our life? What about, maybe at work, everyone's going to start to eat healthy and lose weight. I think that's, really good positive peer pressure. Or there's that great momentum marathon that a group of moms can get together and run a marathon. Of course, I'm talking from my perspective. Any thoughts on that? Great examples of positive peer pressure. But what's really important is how we resist negative peer pressure. And teens, you remember the unshakables and unbreakables. Those are some techniques that we've even already talked about in regards to negative peer pressure. And it helps to know what you believe. Again, developing those spice qualities and really knowing who you are. And understanding what strategies that you can use to get yourself out of bad situations. I mean, Sweet Sally really needed some help there. And what's even more important about that is to influence your friends not to get involved in bad situations and support them and not do something negative. So you can even take these strategies and help your friends out, which is even better. So what I want you to do now is take a quick look at our Stay Strong. This is going to help us in giving us some skills and knowledge about how to deal with negative peer pressure. Stay is the foundation of how to avoid trouble, and strong are strategies in how to deal with a bad situation. So the S is state what you believe. You know, this doesn't mean you go to your cafeteria table and jump up and down and say, I don't do drugs. There's lots of ways in your actions and your conversation that you can say to your friends what you believe is true. Like, maybe it's just as easy as saying, that is so not cool. Gets the point across. Think about the situation. It's so important that you're proactive. Think about what a bad situation may come up before you get to a party, or go to the movies with your friends, or you're hanging out with all your girlfriends. What could come up? What could happen? Be proactive. Visualize how are you going to deal with it. Next is attract friends who share and support your values. This is so important. If you hang out with friends that lie, cheat, and steal, guess what? You may be doing those actions yourself. So surround yourself with friends that build you up and have similar values. So important. And that's same with parents too. Next one, you can resist peer pressure. When you think about developing self-control, and that's again, we're talking about chastity and that beautiful virtue about being resistant and having self-mastery and self-control. It's so important that we call on God to help resistance, to help us have this inner strength to say no. So I'm going to have our family honor team come back up and show you some great, strong strategies on how to deal with negative situation. And I think this time, Sweet Sally just might be a little bit more successful.
Hey, Sal, what's going on, man? Hey, we're heading to a party here. Gonna have a cake and celebrate with some of our friends. You wanna come?
Come with us. Mike's gonna be there. He really likes you, and we got this convertible and everything.
Well, thanks for inviting me to the party, but I really don't think it's for me. Would you guys like to come in for pizza instead?
All right, now what Sweet Sally just did is called the sandwich approach. She gave a positive and then she gave a negative, saying that no, she wasn't gonna go, but that you could come in and have pizza. So that's great. Now the next one is verbal obstacles, excuses, distractions, and jokes. Let's see how Sally deals with this.
Oh, come on, Sally. This party's gonna be a lot more fun than sitting around and watching a movie.
I really can't, guys. If my mom finds out, I'll be grounded for at least a month.
All right, do you see how she kind of gave the excuse with her mom? Okay, moms, how many of you out there would have, actually I should be on this side. How many of moms and dads out there want to be the excuse for your child? Me, always use me as an excuse. So that's really important. Be the excuse if you need to be. The next one, return the challenge. My boys do this one all the time. Go ahead.
Hey, Sally, your mom is never gonna know. Come on. Besides, we gotta have you to help us get this beer, man. You're the only one that looks old enough to buy it. The cashier's gonna think it's all right.
No way.
Are you chicken?
Are you chicken?
Hey, no way.
All right, now that example is she just threw it right back at him. Are you chicken? You know, she's standing her ground, and that is so important. Throw it right back at them. It's not much they can do. Now, the next one is overlook the person's request or ignore them. I wish my boys would do that more when they fight. I wish they would just ignore each other. They don't do that. Sweet Sally, let's see how you can ignore these peer pressuring friends.
Okay. You don't have to get the beer, but at least come with us. We'll be back before your mom ever gets home.
Gloria, did you hear about that huge sale at Forever 21?
Oh my gosh.
To get that shirt you were looking
We
at.
have to go. I need a new purse too.
Definitely.
All right, that was great. You noticed how Sally just ignored it. You know, she just changed the subject, and that's exactly what we want her to do for that next technique. Now, if none of these work, there's the last two. No one should be first and last in line. I'm sorry. No should be the first and last line. And get away and leave. So let's see how Sally does this.
So, are you coming with us or not, Sal?
No, I'm not. See you guys later. Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys. Great job. You know, everyone experiences peer pressure. It is so not easy. And sometimes we may even have to be willing to lose a friend. And I'm sure, parents, you've all been in that situation before. Having some strategies can really help you out to get out of these bad situations. What do you think the biggest difference is between the first skit and the second skit? What would you say with Sweet Sally?
One worked and one didn't.
Yeah, but what about Sally in particular?
She was just like, she was more firm.
Yeah, and then in the last one, she had control and she had some great strategies. And because she was confident, she could leave and say no as a last resort. So that's great. So we're going to take 30 seconds, teens and parents. I want you to discuss with your teens one positive way that they have encouraged a friend and given positive peer pressure. And then I want you to discuss with your parents what strong technique are you going to use the next time you're in a bad situation. And okay, I'll give you a minute to do that. Thank you. Okay, we've seen how friends can influence each other in both positive and negative ways. Let's break up in the same small groups that we did in the first session, and we'll take a closer look at friendships.